Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first look is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Colts at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Try to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Come on, straight.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a completion to Wilson. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. He's got him in, complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 23. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. Touchdown! Cedric Wilson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Now a throw here, hauled in. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. Campbell making the catch. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back to throw now on first down. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They got to get to the 23 here on third. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They're going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Ready?
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Patterson's kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Okay, right.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now back to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Black ultra. Red, yellow. Plastic, stick.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
On the ready.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throw, 52.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a toss here, short side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw here. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. And the Coltsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts get a bit closer. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, hut. 22 meter.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side with Taylor. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On the handoff, Taylor. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning. And that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. That, his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They go play action here on first down. Now he'll throw deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are right back in this football game. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A give for Taylor running right side. Boy, 196 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll look to throw. That ball caught by Campbell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man downfield is Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held score.